Hi. Oh, thank you, Phil.
Yeah, okay.
He has big hands. That's great. It's been hot, hasn't it? It's like freaking hot. I live in Huntington Beach, and they assume because you're by the beach that you don't need air. So all day I'm like sweating, you know. But I don't open my doors because my dog barks like a freaking mad. I wanted to say mad whore. I don't know where that came from. That's kind of a fun word, though. I'm just making it up right here. Mad whore. You're all here. But yeah, she's just barking, my neighbor. And so all day I've been sweating. And I'm from Cleveland, which is really cold in the winter. Oh, yay. Cleveland love. And so I got online to buy plane tickets because I'm like fantasizing now about the cold. I'm like, remember growing up? Remember how cold that was? And the whole reason I left there was to come here to be warm. And it's just kind of like ass backwards now that I'm here. It's like that whole grass on the, greener. I'm dyslexic, sorry. Greener on the grass, whatever the hell that is. Yeah, But yeah, I grew up like, it was fucked up. This house I grew up in was built in the 1800s, so when the wind blew, it was like, the curtains moved. And my parents were like stupid hippies. Like, not that hippies are stupid, just my parents were. My mom's gonna watch this on tape, it's gonna be great. But they thought that coal was the way to go, because it was earth friendly, but it turns out it's not. And we had to get our house that way. So you would lay in bed, and you would build this cocoon, like I would put like sweatpants on, and like jeans, and just socks and boots and mittens and hat and scarf and build myself a little cocoon. I'm like, okay, there we go. And when you could see your breath a little bit, you're like, and you're like, it's okay. But when it got really cold where your nose was numb and you were like, and like you could see, like you could start making patterns of people's faces. You're like, it's Uncle Bob last year. And then you send smoke signals to the rest of your family, like, that meant bring me a glass of water that's not frozen. That was cold. But when it got to that point, you knew it was time to put coal in the furnace. And my parents felt that my sister and I were the ones for that duty for some fucked up reason. They were like sleeping downstairs with space heaters. Now that's not energy efficient. I just thought of it. Oh, goddamn, I'm getting angry. I'll come it out right here with you. And we had to go downstairs in the basement in the house. I believe it's haunted. So, I'm down there looking for ghosts, getting coal. Most kids, that age are, sleeping. And so I had to open the coal thing, and one night this puff of smoke came out. I'm half asleep, right? I'm half frozen. And I breathe in, I'm like, and I get cool. I can wheeze to this day, it's a talent. And I think I have black lung. Okay. I've never been x-rayed for it, but I just, in my back of my mind, I think that. And then I remember, like, my mom on several occasions, this is why my mom doesn't come to my comedy. It's horrible. She used to say to me, like they would leave me alone in the haunted house, and they would say, my mom would say at least, she's like, I'll be at the bar, there's steakums in the freezer, you know the number. And I'm like, okay. And it occurred to me that I might have been better off raised by wolves. And I used to really fantasize that and what it would be like, because I know there was like some Disney film about someone raised by wolves, and I love dogs. I do. And I would love to live with the wolves and grow up with them, because you would live in fur. Your whole den would be fur, and you're just all like, getting ready for bed, and everyone's licking each other. Not in a dirty way, though. Like a clean way. And you're all like furry. And you're like, and your mom has her little nipples there, and not dirty again. Just getting milk. It's natural. And everything. I would just nuzzle up and get a little milk. I wouldn't have to send cold signals like, you know. And we would like run and frolic together in the sunlight and dig holes, and the fleas would be a downfall though. Unless I got those drops. They're pretty good. I don't know. I really thought this out though. This would be fun. It would just be really a lot of fun. And my dad lives in Illinois. He moved from Ohio to Illinois. And when he first told me he moved, I was like, wow, Dad's in Chicago. Like they have like apartments with carpet and heat and stuff. And like, cool, you know, good job, Dad. But I went to visit him and it's like cornfields. So it was like nothing, you know, Dad's house. And I was like, oh shit, damn, this is spectacular. We really just went parallel there. We didn't really move up. Parallel. But the only fun thing to do at my dad's house is there's this working farm. I don't know if they don't have them in California. I don't know where you guys are from. I didn't interview you. Maybe you know about these farms where they pretend like it's 1865 because Lincoln spent the night there one night, and they act it out the whole time, and they're in character, and they don't fucking break character for a minute, you know, and they're angry. These workers they're just pissed off. I think they're pissed off at manual labor, you know, and my dad thinks this is really fun. We go there all the time, and this lady's hoeing the garden. She's like hoeing and hoeing, and my dad walks up and he's like, Erin, tell them where you live. Tell them where you live, you know. And there's maps up all over this place that tell you what the United States was like in 1865. And I'm like, oh, Dad, we have to do this. He's like, yeah, do it. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. I'm like, all right, I live in California. And she's like, never heard of such a place. And I'm like, yeah, you know, it's out west. And he's like, point to it on the map. Point to it on the map. I'm like, oh God, Dad. I'm like, here. And she's like, Mexico. I'm like, yes, Mexico. She goes, you don't look like a Mexican. Kind of weird, Mexicans. It's a really strange place, and they show you where Lincoln slept, and it's like this, you know, 4x4 bed. I'm like, I thought he was fucking tall. Like, what was he, curled up? This is stupid, you know? And then they have like this, you know, the guy working the oxes, you know, the two oxes out in the field with the thing, and in the meantime, the neighbor has the combine tractor, and he's like, ah. And then they funnel you right through to the gift shop, and I'm like, is this Disneyland? What is going on here? And you pick up this wooden toy, and it's like, 1895? I thought this was 1865, like, you know. But I gotta go, guys. My name's Erin Hart.